hours we could have big implications for areas like this. With more hot temperatures and severe weather in the forecast, search and rescue crews are reminding everyone to be prepared with appropriate clothing and plenty of water.
The normal is about a gallon of water a day.
Sevier County Sheriff Nathan Curtis says that amount doubles for people out in the hot, dry desert.
Over the last 3 years, 2,400 people were found, 3,300 were rescued, and we had 423 body recoveries.
Since 2022, search and rescue volunteers have logged more than 150,000 hours. More than $250,000 has been raised for the young woman who lost her mother, stepfather, and brothers in the flash flood in southern Utah. Lydia is the oldest child of Katrina Long and was living with her father, Joshua Vernon, in Kentucky when her mother's family went rappelling in the Bicknell area and was caught in the flood. Nearly 4,000 people have donated to the GoFundMe set up for her, and local businesses have also sent their own donations separately. KSL's top national stories. President Trump says he will be going to Dover for the dignified transfer of one of the U.S. service members killed over the weekend.
I'll be going to Dover for something that I feel is it's a great honor for me to do it. These are people that want it, and they feel like I do, that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Very simple.
He's also issuing a warning to Iran following the deaths of 3 American service members. ABC's Hannah Battah reports.
Trump saying every time Iran kills an American soldier, they will pay for that killing many times over. The Pentagon now revealing nearly 100 U.S. troops have been injured since the fighting with Iran resumed this month. It says most of the injuries were concussions. And now a new threat from Iranian-backed rebels could impact oil supplies, potentially driving gas prices here at home even higher.
The attacks have ramped up between the two countries as the memorandum of understanding has crumbled. The attacks have deterred ships from crossing the Strait of Hormuz, and other shipping blockade has been established by Iranian-backed Houthi rebels in the Red Sea. President Trump says the U.S. is prepared to strike an area called Pikaksi Mountain where nuclear materials may be held.
We'll be hitting that area probably pretty soon, and there's not a thing they can do about it. Normally I wouldn't say that. If I thought they could do something about it, I would never say that. But we'll be hitting that area pretty soon.
I believe that is actually Pickaxe Mountain. He also met with the president of Lebanon in the Oval Office, saying the two would discuss the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah, suggesting the U.S. could help Lebanese forces.
We have some very concrete plans already in store for that, with others going in and helping. But they're also becoming much more self-sufficient.
He says he will speak to Hezbollah given the opportunity. Time now for First Look Traffic. Good afternoon, McKenna.
Disabled vehicle northbound I-15 in Draper, not causing any slowdowns. McKenna Rodriguez in the KSL Traffic Center.
KSL News Time, 12:05.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Hi, this is Doug Wright. I'm here with Monty from Connecticut Quality Water Systems of Salt Lake, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. And I was thinking the other day, Monty, that every water softener I've ever seen has a giant tank that holds bags and bags of water softener salt. Well, Well, except one, the one I have in my home. And I picture this, my Kinetico has the little salt tank about the size of a paper shredder or a small trash can.
Well, Doug, that's because the Kinetico water softeners use so much less salt, an average of 70% less than other water softeners. So you don't need a tank that holds 6 or 8 bags of salt.
I love the fact that it's so easy to fill because I don't have to lift those bags up so high, and it seems like those bags of salt, well, they're getting heavier every year.
Yes, it does. When you're using 1 bag of salt for every 3 a regular water softener uses, there's no need for a large salt tank.
Tired of lifting those heavy salt bags to fill your giant water softener salt tank? Go to softwaterutah.com. That's softwaterutah.com.
Thank you for joining us for Utah's Noon News. Recapping our top story, Beaver County has declared an emergency resolution, opening the area up for federal aid following massive flooding and fires. KSL News Time 12:07. The Great Salt Lake is now sitting at its lowest level in more than 3 years, with a lot of summer heat still left to endure. KSL News Radio's Adam Small has details.
The last time lake levels were this low was back in early 2023 when they were rebounding from an all-time record low set just a few months earlier. And while they're still nowhere near where we want them to be, lake levels today are actually 2 feet higher than that record low. Aspen Johnston, strategic planner with the Great Salt Lake Commissioner's Office, tells me that is a testament to all the hard work we've done over the last few years to conserve water.
Without that action, we may, not have seen an elevation higher than we were in 2022.
That's why Johnston says we need to keep up our conservation efforts, not just hope for more snow. It's now been more than 14 years since the Great Salt Lake had what experts consider healthy water levels. Today, they're more than 7 feet shy of that mark. Adam Small, KSL News Radio.
Hundreds of people gathered in 5 Utah cities to protest the recent 90% reduction of bears' ears in Grand Staircase Escalante National Monuments. Demonstrators lined the street outside the governor's mansion holding signs reading, "Protect Wild Utah," "Utah lands are not for sale," "Protect our public lands," and others. The protest was organized by the Southern Utah Wilderness Alliance, who says the reduction threatens native lands, while proponents say this corrects federal overreach. The man launched into the air by a bison in Yellowstone is speaking out about his experience. Bozeman Health posted the video about Carl McDaniel.
We saw the bison, and he was down. He wasn't showing aggression or anything like that until it picked a target. That target happened to be me. At the time, I had my grandson with me. It was like, you need to get up to the amphitheater. I will deal with this down here. They move faster than you could ever imagine. He just kept coming, and he was more aggressive. And as soon as he got off that tree, he launched me in the air.
He broke his femur and fractured his hip, but his surgeries were successful. Traffic and weather together. It's brought to you by UCCU. You deserve to love where you bank. McKenna, what's happening on the roads?
We're seeing some normal delays in Lehigh on eastbound 2100 north from Redwood Road to I-15. And still the disabled vehicle on northbound I-15 prior to 114th South. It's sitting on the left shoulder out of traffic, so no slowdowns there. McKenna Rodriguez in the KSL Traffic Center.
Ample monsoon moisture in place today. We've got a high of 99 and a chance for scattered storms in the afternoon and potentially into the overnight, where we'll see a low of 73 with scattered storms. Tomorrow afternoon, 92 scattered thunderstorms again in the forecast. From the KSL Weather Center, I'm Matt Johnson.
And right now in downtown Salt Lake City, a lot of sunshine, 91 degrees. And still to come on Utah's Noon News. We'll hear from UDOT about the closure of SR 153 and how it's related to the Beaver floods. That's coming up, streaming live at KSLNewsRadio.com and on the app for KSL News Radio. We are Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
Buying a home can feel overwhelming, especially when your real estate agent recommends a lender you've never heard of. That's okay, but this is your mortgage. Before you lock anything in, get a second opinion. Loans by Rick has closed over 1,000 loans, often finding lower rates and closing costs. A quick second look could save you money. Call 801-809-SAVE. That's 801-809-SAVE. Or go to loansbyrick.com. Rick Urchenbaum, NMLS 241179, and Vintage Lending, NMLS 287106, Equal Opportunity Lenders. Buying a home? Before you choose your realtor's preferred lender, a bank, or a credit union, get a second opinion from Loans by Rick. With over 25 years of mortgage lending experience and access to more than 80 wholesale lenders, we can shop multiple loan programs to help find the financing that best fits your needs. Experience and finding ways to save you money? That's what we do. Call Loans by Rick today at 801-809-7283. That's 801-809-7283. Rick Kirchenbaum, NMLS 241179, and Vintage Lending, NMLS 287106, Equal Opportunity Lenders.
4 weeks may sound like a long time, but it really is not. Not when it comes to the amount of change you can have through Soda Diet and Nutrition in just 4 weeks.
4 weeks. And Soda is doing something amazing. I don't think they've ever done this before, Andy.
I can't think of it.
They're giving away 4 weeks for free. So just think about this. By, around the end of summer, you could have drastic change. You'll feel better in your clothes. You'll have more energy. You'll be sleeping better, all because of Soda.
Healthier, more confident, free from chasing an expensive fix because it doesn't involve any drugs. It doesn't involve anything crazy. It's just relearning how to eat and working step by step with a degreed nutritionist who guides you the entire way.
I lost 37 pounds in 3 months. You lost how much?
70 pounds in 5 months.
Get 4 weeks for free. Just call 866-800-SODA and mention KSL.
Or go to SOTA, S-O-T-A, dietandnutrition.com because Soda is, say it with me, Amanda,
state of the art.
Kitchen and bath transformations start with AMC Building Materials. AMC Building Materials is a large kitchen cabinet and countertop supplier serving both wholesale and retail customers. AMC offers factory direct pricing on all interior remodeling materials, giving you exceptional value without sacrificing quality. Most standard items are available for quick payment and pickup right away. AMC Building Materials provides professional service, free design, and free on-site measurements, along with expert installation by top AMC professionals. From bold kitchen designs to beautiful functional bathrooms, AMC delivers outstanding value with styles you'll love. And best of all, most projects can be completed within just 10 days. Come experience beauty you can see, quality you can feel, and service you can trust. Get directions to the new AMC Building Materials showroom at 3678 South 700 West today and schedule your free estimate. Visit amckitchenslc.org. That's amckitchenslc.org.
KSL News Time, 12:15. The 3 things you need to know this hour. First,
Beaver County Commission has signed an emergency declaration opening the county up for state and federal aid following the fires and flooding that have decimated the area. I'm KSL News Radio's Brianna Willis.
Second, the Great Salt Lake is now sitting at its lowest level in more than 3 years. Third, traffic and weather together, McKenna.
Despite the disabled vehicle in Draper, I-15 is moving at freeway speed. McKenna Rodriguez in the KSL Traffic Center.
Chance for thunderstorms today with a high of 99. I'm Matt Johnson.
91 degrees at the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios, and time now for KSL's top national stories from ABC News.
From ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. The U.S. war with Iran ramping up, with the U.S. military targeting Iranian defense systems along the Strait of Hormuz, now closed off to most ships due to the renewed blockade. Now Iran-backed Houthis in Yemen are threatening to cut off ship traffic in the Red Sea, another critical waterway for goods. While hosting Lebanon's leader at the White House, President Trump issuing a warning to Iran and its proxies.
We've had no problem with the Houthis. They've had no problem with us for a long period of time, including during this conflict. I think that if there is something like that, we'll just have to take care of business.
In California, David Burke, the singer known as David, is in a Los Angeles courtroom for the start of his preliminary hearing in the murder of a 15-year-old after she allegedly threatened to expose their alleged sexual relationship. Celeste Rivas Hernandez's body found badly decomposed in the trunk of the singer's car last year, police say. David has pleaded not guilty to all charges. ABC's Alex Stone is outside court.
The first witness being called right now is a sheriff's deputy who was called to do a welfare check back in 2024 on Celeste Rivas Hernandez at David Burke's home to say that they went and that he claimed that he didn't know who she was. But all of it getting going right now. David Burke, the singer David, sitting in an orange jail uniform, black-rimmed glasses, smiling at his attorney, agreeing with the judge when the judge would talk about how this was going to go and moving forward. But this could go 3 to 7 days.
Communities along the Gulf Coast boarding up and filling up sandbags as Tropical Storm Bertha churns in the Gulf. The storm expected to make landfall in the coming days. Here's ABC's Ginger Z.
The system is just south of the Florida Panhandle, slowly rotating west, with landfall expected in southeast Louisiana on Wednesday. Officials are also warning beachgoers to stay out of the water. High surf and dangerous rip currents could make swimming deadly.
You're listening to ABC News.
Time now for the KSL In-Depth. State Route 153 connecting Beaver and Paiute County has been closed indefinitely. UDOT spokesperson John Gleason says it's because of damage to the road caused by flash flooding and debris flows over the weekend.
This is more of a recreational road, but it is a road that people travel on and choose to use to get around, and so it is a hindrance for people that live and work out in that area. The road has been closed for the last few weeks because of the wildfires, and with the massive burn scar that's been left in the wake of those fires, and then you have the monsoonal rains. That's a combination that's not good for anybody. Unfortunately, without the vegetation there to catch some of the precipitation, it's just coming down the mountainside there, the canyon area, and washing out big sections of the road. And so, the bottom line is the canyon's just not safe, and our crews are out there doing everything that we can to keep people safe, but that's something that we can't take any risks with. So it will be a long-term closure. We're just not certain yet.
SR 153 runs through Beaver Canyon. It connects I-15 and US 89. Traffic and weather is brought to you by UCCU. Learn how to save more this summer at uccu.com. And here's McKenna Rodriguez.
Regular slowdowns on southbound Highway 89 as you reach I-84. The delays start up as you pass Harrison Boulevard. Both directions along the 201 freeway seeing normal delays between 8400 West and 7200 West. Beautiful kitchens start with the right countertop. Visit a Bedrock Quartz showroom today or get started at bedrockquartz.com. McKenna Rodriguez in the KSL Traffic Center.
KSL 7-day forecast, 99 today. Scattered thunderstorms possible into the overnight. Still looking at a chance for storms late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Wednesday, more scattered storms, 92. 94, partly cloudy skies on your Thursday. But Friday, 98. That's Pioneer Day. We've got mostly sunny skies. Partly cloudy, 98 again on Saturday. Sunday, 99 and partly cloudy. From the KSL Weather Center, I'm Matt Johnson.
And it's sunny and 91 degrees downtown. The 7-day forecast is brought to you by Performance Automotive Bountiful. Quick check of the markets. They are in great shape today. The Dow and the NASDAQ up by more than 300 points. Complete update of your money news coming up next.
Aloha. How do I look?
Hey, why are you wearing a Hawaiian shirt, flip-flops, and carrying a pineapple?
Because I feel like I'm on vacation.
You don't have to dress like you're on vacation to feel like you're on vacation.
Oh, I don't?
Nope. Just move into an Ovation home.
Okay, so you're saying I can retire the Hawaiian shirt?
Maybe, but to keep it for Fridays. Why leave for vacation when home already feels this good?
Seriously.
Ovation Homes gives you the freedom to enjoy life without the constant chores and upkeep.
Huh.
More time for travel, hobbies, friends, family, and all the things you love most. Visit Ovation Homes at Seboia Farms in West Layton, just off Gentile. Tour award-winning home designs, enjoy resort-style amenities, and discover a lifestyle built around freedom and convenience.
Oh, yeah, that's my kind of paradise.
Ovation Homes. Less maintenance, more living, more freedom. Visit OvationHomesUtah.com today. OvationHomesUtah.com.
The United States is facing a mental health crisis, but there is hope. At Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, they're transforming how mental health is treated and researched, bringing compassion, innovation, and access to those who need it most. Your donation helps fund life-saving care and cutting-edge research that leads to better treatment for everyone. It's already making a difference. Huntsman Mental Health Foundation has built Utah's first ever mental health crisis care center, open 24/7 to anyone, regardless of ability to pay. They've also recently launched a youth crisis care program at Huntsman Mental Health Institute, giving kids and teens immediate support. And Huntsman Mental Health Foundation is expanding services like therapy, medication management, geriatric care, and treatment-resistant support. Join us. Be part of the change. Donate today at hmhf.org. That's hmhf.org.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-292-4541 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-292-4541. That's 800-292-4541. What do you have to lose? Call 800-292-4541. Again, 800-292-4541.
Any Hour Services can help unclog any drain in your house, whether you have a backup, a clog, or a slow drain you want fixed. Call Any Hour Services or visit anyhourservices.com.
KSL News Time, 12:23. If you're looking for a part-time job, one could be closer than you think. Spirit Halloween is hiring, and multiple stores are set to open August 1st. Their banners and coming soon signs are popping up all over Utah. The chain employs around 52,000 people a year, according to USA Today. Employees are required to be at least 16 years old. Managers have to be 21. Watching Utah's money, the FAA wants to make the future of travel accessible as soon as possible. It's working to help companies in the industry get air taxis and supersonic airplanes off the ground. Reuters says not only that, but the FAA wants to boost space launches and expand drone operations across the country. A not-so-sweet update. Candy giant Mars Wrigley is moving its headquarters and laying off hundreds of workers. Fox Business reports it comes after the company actually spent $100 million to expand its footprint in its current home of Chicago. It sounds like an odd partnership at first. Kraft Heinz and Disney, the two struck a deal to benefit both sides. Condiments and other cheesy products will be served at all the parks, and some Disney properties and lovable characters will be used on the company's packaging. The Wall Street Journal reports it comes after years of decline on the Heinz end. Taking a look at your money at this moment, the Dow is up by 371 points. That's about 0.75%, sitting at 52,209. S&P up by 64 points. The Nasdaq gets up by more than 1.25%, up by 346 points. Forget a nanny. How about a whole team of help? The Wall Street Journal says wealthy working parents are hiring more than one person to help take care of their children at home. Some are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars for a nanny, a weekend nanny, a chef, and a housekeeper.
KSL Brightside with Ethan and Alex.
Ethan rolls up with a, let's talk about balding, you guys, and then looks at both of us, and then now we're in a bad spot. Now we're in a bald spot.
Alex.
It's all good.
KSL Brightside. Streaming from 1 to 3 on YouTube or on the KSL News Radio app.
Most families get their financial advice in pieces. A financial advisor here, a CPA there, an estate attorney somewhere else. Everyone means well, but nobody's talking to each other, and those gaps can work against you. Trajan Wealth's family office brings wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning together, not as separate conversations, but as one coordinated system built around your life, your goals, and the people who matter most. Ours is a true family office, not one that refers you out because it's convenient. This kind of dedicated collaboration used to require a 7-figure net worth, but here's the game changer. Trajan kicked that door open. Trajan advisors are fiduciaries, always obligated, always honored to act in your best interest. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax.
Here's the deal. The government is over $38 trillion in debt, which means the IRS isn't slowing down. And the tax code is complex and unforgiving. So it's not surprising if you're one of the millions of Americans that owe back taxes to the IRS. Unfortunately, they're the world's most powerful collection agency, with the ability to garnish your wages, seize your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. But don't be stressed or worried any longer. We're Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. We have resolved over $3 billion in tax debt for our clients. Our award-winning professionals deal with the IRS every single day, protecting our clients and preparing them for the best possible resolution. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, give Optima a call today.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hi, I'm Maria Chaleos, and I'd like to tell you about my podcast, the KSL News Daily. Every weekday morning, we'll deliver one story explored in depth, plus the 3 things you need to know before your day begins.
But this is new. This is where we human beings are able to trick AI.
This is news with context from the journalists you trust.
Agencies were less than willing to speak with us about this.
Find and follow the KSL News Daily at kslpodcast.com or wherever you listen.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
It's what we were taught, trained, and told to do.
It could be for anything. Helping a friend move.
Listening to a fellow veteran for hours, at any hour of the day.
Or just simply making time for people. A neighbor, a loved one, or even a stranger.
We're often the first to help others. There's no question about it.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
Perhaps it's time to do for yourself what you would do for others.
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
My name is Tom.
My name is Cindy.
We give to and volunteer with United Way at our community free health clinic.
We know our time and money are going to the right places.
We don't just wear the shirt.
We live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Traffic and weather together. It's brought to you by UCCU. Auto loan rates as low as 4.74% APR. What's happening, McKenna?
We're seeing some regular slowdowns both directions on Highway 6 at Canyon Creek Parkway and Spanish Fork. And I-15 is problem-free both directions between Ogden and Provo. McKenna Rodriguez in the KSL Traffic Center.
Hey, look for a high of 99 today with a chance for scattered storms. Overnight, 73 with more thunderstorms possible. Into Wednesday, we've got 92 for a high, chance for thunderstorms. Partly cloudy on Thursday, 94. From the KSL Weather Center, I'm Matt Johnson.
You're listening to Utah's Noon News with Maria Chaleos
on KSL News Radio, 102.7 FM and 1160 AM.
Good afternoon. KSL News Time, 12:30. KSL's top story this half hour. Flooding in Beaver County is adding another challenge for people still recovering from the Cottonwood fire. KSL News Radio's Eric Cabrera is live to explain why the experts say the danger doesn't end when the flames are out. Eric?
Maria, wildfire doesn't just burn vegetation, it actually changes how the land responds when heavy rain falls. Tony LaRocca helps families find temporary housing after disasters. He says that's why burned hillsides can quickly become dangerous.
You know, a healthy hillside, it typically acts like a sponge. And after a wildfire, that sponge is gone. The ground becomes hardened, vegetation is destroyed. There's nothing holding the soil in place. And that's, relatively short rainstorm can even trigger flash flooding.
LaRocca says that's why recovery doesn't end when a wildfire is contained. He says families can suddenly find themselves dealing with a second disaster while they're still trying to recover from the first. Live, Eric Cabrera, KSL News Radio.
There is a flood watch in effect near the Babylon fire burn scar in San Juan County. It stretches from the state's southern border up through Uinta County, spilling into Colorado. Creeks, streams, slot canyons, and recent burn scars are most at risk of the flooding. KSL News Radio's Heather Peterson has more. Heather?
Maria, I'm talking about community members rallying around those who lost their homes to the fires in Roy yesterday. Bishop Kyron Craven from the local ward for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints says 3 homes were destroyed by the fire.
It just is starting over, and our heart breaks for them, but we're just so glad everyone's safe. But it's now just rebuilding and starting new.
In total, 8 families weren't able to return to their homes last night, and Craven says 7 of them are from his ward. He says they're going to have their immediate needs met, but it's a long road ahead, and says they're going to need a lot of physical support as well as thoughts and prayers. A GoFundMe has been set up to support those families, and he says the Red Cross has been getting them set up with hotels or Airbnbs as well as any necessities. Officials say this fire was likely caused by sparks from a train's brakes. Reporting live, Heather Peterson, KSL News Radio.
We are hearing from a resident in the Roy neighborhood where a fire destroyed multiple homes and prompted the evacuations of 200 people. KSL News Radio's Reagan Edelman has more.
Osha Mobley says she woke up to news of the fire and found her uncle in the back with the hose.
As soon as I went back there to check on him, I saw the trees go up in flames and he started running. And we got all of our dogs and everyone out of the house, and we just sat in our cars until it kind of calmed down a little bit.
She says half of her backyard was damaged and one of her sheds was destroyed, but her home was mostly okay. For several neighbors, though, she says it was a different story.
One of them had ammunition in their basement for hunting and stuff, and that was all going off.
Mobley says she's lived in the neighborhood for most of her life and she's grateful to be safe, but she worries for her neighbors and their homes. Reagan Edelman, KSL News Radio.
Fire crews are still hard at work across the state. They've made some great progress on the Buck Basin fire. It's 96% contained after burning about 145 acres. The Stookie fire is now 40% contained after reaching 10,000 acres. Some good news, the Pony Express, Sharp, and Hatch Ranch roads in that area are back open. The Layton Police Department is now asking for the public's help after someone caused some significant damage to the lighting system at a baseball field in Ellison Park. It was the Northeast Ballpark, and police think it happened sometime between Tuesday and Thursday of last week. Anyone with information is encouraged to reach out. KSL's top national stories. A federal appeals court rejected Joe Biden's attempt to block the Department of Justice from releasing tapes with his biographer from a decade ago. ABC's Peter Haralambous has more.
The recordings and transcripts stem from interviews that Biden did with a ghostwriter for his 2017 memoir, and the DOJ obtained the materials as part of a probe into Biden's alleged mishandling of classified documents. When Congress and a conservative nonprofit demanded the records be released, Biden sued in May and argued he had a right to privacy and personal conversations he had within his own home. But a divided appeals court panel disagreed on Tuesday, saying the public interest in the materials outweighs Biden's privacy interest. Peter Haralambous, ABC News.
Other national stories KSL is following. U.S. gas prices are on the rise again as the tension with Iran continues. Patrick DeHaan, the head of the petroleum analysis at Gas Buddy, says not only are the gas prices impacted by things like the war in Iran, but the incoming hurricane season will also complicate prices for the foreseeable future.
It's a reminder of Mother Nature's impact on gas prices that we could see in August and September as hurricane season starts to find its stride. So while it is geopolitical factors primarily pushing prices up, there are other factors that could become active in the weeks ahead.
AAA lists the average price of gas in Utah at $4.14. Let's take a look at traffic. Let's get a first look at traffic with McKenna Rodriguez.
Heavier traffic on northbound Mountain View corridor near 126 South, but I-15 is still looking clear in both directions along the Wasatch Front. McKenna Rodriguez in the KSL Traffic Center.
KSL News Time 12:35. Well, what could you be doing if you took off those extra pounds that you've been carrying around? I mean, what things have you eliminated from your life as a result of that extra weight? For me, it was like, wouldn't be seen in a swimsuit to save my life. But, you know, those are the kinds of things that really take away from your life experience when you won't do certain things because of your weight. So what I did was I signed up with Salt Lake City Fat Loss. They helped me lose more than 40 pounds. That has changed my life. My back no longer spasms when I'm out in the yard working. I don't know if I'm still comfortable in a swimsuit in public, but I'm much more comfortable than I used to be in all sorts of things like shorts, and my clothes look so much better on me. This is a great program. It's a 60-day program, and it works fast to help you take off those extra pounds so you stay motivated. You just eat regular food that you buy from the grocery store, just a combination of foods in certain amounts, of course. And they have a great app. It keeps you accountable. It allows you to ask questions at any time, and it gives you the resources that you need to keep that weight off. Find out more at slcfatloss.com. I've lost more than 40 pounds. Many of their clients lose up to a pound per day. That's slcfatloss.com, slcfatloss.com.
911, tell me exactly what happened.
My son and his wife and their 2 children haven't responded.
Susan Powell disappeared on a snowy morning in 2009.
Your wife is missing, Josh.
Yeah, but I've already...
And you want to think about it for a couple of days?
The podcast, Cold, has gone deep on these kinds of stories.
I'd had this overwhelming feeling that he had done something to her already.
Clearly, something happened on that couch because he cleaned it.
Find and follow Cold wherever you get your podcasts.
Thank you for joining us for Utah's Noon News, recapping our top story. Wildfires change how the vegetation grows, changing how the community responds to other situations. It's happening in Beaver right now. KSL News Time, 12:37. Robots are already common in factories, but now they are hitting the books.
Salamanca City Central School District has announced it spent nearly $60,000 on Sally, a humanoid robot that's designed to serve as a teaching assistant. Superintendent Dr. Mark Beeler says the robot will be part of an AI and robotics course designed by Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak.
We're starting extremely small with juniors and seniors, and Sally will act in many ways sort of as a tutor.
The district says robots will never replace teachers, staff members, or meaningful human interaction. Mike Dubusky, ABC News.
School districts across northern Utah are seeking higher property taxes in the coming school year, and some of them are significant. KSL News Radio's Cameron Elliott has the story.
Some districts are recommending increasing the tax rates by smaller amounts, like Provo City, who will yield about $2 million from a 7% increase, or Canyon School District, who will get a similar amount from a 5% increase. Granite School District is planning for the largest increase, a little over 10%, or roughly $20 million. I reached out to Granite School District, and they told me that this sharper increase was because they did not increase them last year.
And again, Granite School District emphasized that they have cut costs by over $7 million in the last year, making the impact on residents slightly lighter. First Lady Abby Cox spent the morning at the road home reading to children and advocating for education. She says getting the essentials can be hard enough for families, and that's why they're hoping to help out with the education part.
We can also give them access to books. We can also give them access to literacy. What I've been hearing here is in this facility that they are also providing tutoring during the school year, so kiddos have the opportunity to come and have literacy nights. So it can become a priority. Once people realize how important this is, how critical it is, food, shelter, reading, education, it all goes hand in hand.
She says literacy is a community issue and requires a community solution. Another Utah-based youth treatment facility is preparing to permanently close its doors just weeks after the state revoked Provo Canyon School's license. Crimson Heights in St. George now only has 10 days until they have to shut down every facility where they treat kids. They will still be allowed to treat adults. The state revoked their license following multiple complaints, including one where police accused one of their employees of having a sexual relationship with an underage client. Traffic and weather together. It's brought to you by UCCU. You deserve to love where you bank. What's happening, McKenna?
We're still seeing some heavier traffic on northbound Mountain View corridor near 126 South and Harriman. Southbound has some delays too there, approaching Academy Parkway, but still no delays on I-15 in both directions. McKenna Rodriguez in the KSL Traffic Center.
Pop-up showers and thunderstorms possible today with a high of 99. We'll go to 73 overnight with scattered nocturnal thunderstorms definitely possible. 92 on Wednesday, scattered storms. Partly cloudy 94 on Thursday. From the KSL Weather Center, I'm Matt Johnson.
Sunshine, 91 degrees in downtown Salt Lake City. And coming up on Utah's Noon News, we'll hear more from First Lady Abby Cox about literacy and the importance of it. That's coming up, streaming live at KSLNewsRadio.com and on the app for KSL News Radio. We are Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
Kids. KARS, Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS, Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877 Cars for Kids to speak to a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org now or call 877 Cars for Kids to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS, Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. But at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited everything for just $35 a line. That's $35 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction and get unlimited everything for just $35 a month. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit Consumer Cellular online or in-store today. Price includes $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. Taxes and fees apply. Data speeds reduced after 35 gigabytes. Rankings done by 2025 ACSI survey.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm really interested to hear about how your parents talk to you at home, and how do you think they can kind of break through to you?
It's just to talk about it. It's just seriously it's going to be awkward at first, but if you keep repeating it over and over again, it's just going to feel natural.
Keep going, and soon we'll just be able to talk about it.
Talking about mental health with your teens is the power of we in action. Visit intermountainhealth.org/teen mental health.
Hey, Doug, what is it that you do? 'Cause everybody's buying a car from you. Hey, Doug.
Doug Smith Kia is a proud recipient of the 2025 Global Best Dealer Award. Come see why at our Linden location.
Hey, Doug.
KSL News Time 1244, the 3 things you need to know this hour. First,
experts say Beaver County's flooding shows wildfire danger doesn't always end with the flames because burned hillsides can stay vulnerable long afterward. I'm KSL News Radio's Eric Cabrera.
Second, we'll be learning more about the Roy fire today. It was likely caused by sparks from a train's brakes. Third, traffic and weather together, McKenna.
Dense congestion on northbound Mountain View corridor approaching 126 South, so it's a little slower there as you move through Riverton. McKenna Rodriguez in the KSL Traffic Center.
Thunderstorm chances in the forecast today and tomorrow. I'm Matt Johnson.
93 degrees at the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Time now for KSL's top national story.
ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. Sirens sounding once again in Bahrain with Iran launching more drones targeting U.S. sites in the region. The U.S. carried out strikes for the past 10 days with hostilities ramping up. Pentagon officials are asking for more funding for the war. It follows the deaths of 3 U.S. service members at a base in Jordan. ABC's Martha Raddatz is in Amman.
The administration is requesting nearly $70 billion to pay for this war, and Secretary Hegseth and the Joint Chiefs Chairman will be on the Hill to defend that request. They will also likely be asked about the injuries and fatalities.
The suspect in yesterday's attack outside Manhattan's Federal Plaza will appear in court today, likely where prosecutors will detail criminal charges. Andrew Arabaka was taken into custody immediately after he allegedly set fire, and that spilled onto the outdoor stairwell, the gasoline, tossing a firework onto it. Tropical storm Bertha gaining strength off of Florida's Gulf Coast, expected to make landfall sometime in the coming days. This is ABC News.
Time now for the KSL In-Depth. Utah First Lady Abby Cox is promoting literacy among all communities, and that includes those experiencing homelessness.
Sadly, it's not just poverty where we're seeing declines in literacy. We're seeing it across the board. So what you can expect is that, first of all, we're getting bell-to-bell ban at school for phones in the school. So I think come August and September when school starts, you're going to see a skyrocketing in books being checked out of the library. We've seen that in other spots across the country where there's been bans. So I think you're going to see literacy rates go up, not just because of the ban, but because of the efforts of reading and science of reading teaching to our teachers, and the teachers are using science of reading in the schools. Not only are the teachers doing a phenomenal job and making that happen, but now the community's aware and coming together. Places like here where we can provide tutoring, where we're also going to see literacy coaches now being with the new legislation. They're going to be in the schools helping the teachers make sure that these kiddos are reading on grade level. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us coming together. We have to combat the technology. We have to get that out. But we also have to have a resurgence of reading and literacy across the board. There are adults who haven't read a book this year. So I'm encouraging adults to read and model the behavior we want to see in our kids. We need to have a literate society. We need to have a society that appreciates critical thinking and the skills and life skills and social skills, pro-social skills that reading and literacy brings to our society. We need that in Utah. It's on the decline. We have to bring it back.
She is also speaking directly to parents, working to emphasize the importance of introducing reading early in life.
It is really an opportunity for all of us collectively to put down the phones, put down the tablets, grab a book. It just takes a little bit of a different mindset that when you're running out the door, I get that parents are busy. I bet wherever we are, it's crazy and it's hard. Kids have behaviors and it's tricky. But I would just encourage all parents just to make a little mindset. Every time you're doing something, just have that in your mind. Maybe you're going on the bus and you're on the UTA train, wherever you're doing, you're on tracks. Grab a book instead of the iPad. Just point out words as you're driving down the freeway. Point out words as you're in the grocery store on cereal boxes. It just takes one little moment for us to really try to think about the way kids interact and then speak to your kids. Literacy is really about having conversations with kids. They need these social interactions to really have the basis for literacy. So talk to your kids, eye contact, all the things. All of us can do this together.
That is Utah's First Lady, Abby Cox. Let's get you up to date on the drive, traffic and weather. It's brought to you by UCCU. Learn how to save more this summer at uccu.com. Here's McKenna Rodriguez.
Scattered delays in both directions on Pioneer Crossing and Lehigh from Redwood Road to I-15. And the disabled vehicle on northbound I-15 in Draper is in the final stages of cleanup. McKenna Rodriguez in the KSL Traffic Center.
KSL 7-day forecast, 99 today with a chance for storms. Overnight tonight into Wednesday morning early, slight chance for storms. Wednesday afternoon, 92, scattered thunderstorms in the forecast. Partly cloudy skies, 94 on Thursday. Friday, Pioneer Day, 98, mostly sunny. 98 and partly cloudy on Saturday. Sunday and Monday, up near 100 degrees with partly cloudy skies. From the KSL Weather Center, I'm Matt Johnson.
It's hot, 91 degrees in downtown Salt Lake City. The 7-day forecast is brought to you by Performance Automotive Bountiful. Quick check of the markets, some really good-looking numbers today. A complete update of your money news is coming up next.
Jane is a small business owner.
That's right.
And tell them what that's like, Jane.
Yeah, well, it's like a roller coaster with a lot of ups and downs, and some days things can feel like they're flying off the rails.
Yep, it's a lot. But the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business can help you manage it all. With the largest, fastest fiber-powered network designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect. Plus gig speeds with security and equipment included. All with a 5-year price lock.
Nice. So everything stays on track.
Exactly. The Total Solutions Advantage. Get started for just $60 a month for 12 months when you add Wireless Connect to a qualifying internet package. No one does business like Comcast Business.
Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. New customers only. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and automatic payments with bank account required. $60 offer requires 300 meg internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
This is Colin Keary from the New Millennium Group. Have you ever had a question for your financial advisor only to find out that the next available appointment is months away? At New Millennium Group, we believe that financial advice should never be limited to once-a-year review meetings. Life happens every single day. Markets change, retirement questions come up, family situations evolve, and when they do, you deserve answers. That's why we pride ourselves at the New Millennium Group on being accessible when our clients need us most. Whether you're wondering about your investments or a major life decision, our team is here to help provide guidance. We're not interested in being the firm you hear from once a year. We want to be your trusted resource throughout your entire retirement journey. If you're looking for a financial team that values relationships, communication, and responsiveness, we'd love to meet you. Give us a call today at 888-999-6370. That's 888-999-6370, or visit us at utahsfinancialplanner.com.
Thursday, join KSL News Radio and NPS from 10 to 1 as the movie show stops by. Then browse and uncover what makes NPS so great. With 4 locations, NPS takes in new inventory every day. Then they check all competitors' retail pricing before marking items down 20 to 70% off. You're invited to visit the movie show Thursday from 10 to 1, and that's the first step to discovering NPS. Visit npsstore.com to begin your own NPS adventure. npsstore.com.
Right now, JCW's has 15 bus and billboards depicting our delicious, mouthwatering hamburgers across I-15. We've also just learned that I-15 averages 15 fender benders a day. Probably a coincidence, but just in case, keep your eyes on the road. Here's what our burgers sound like. Now, with your hands at 10 and 2, safely turn into one of our 5 locations in American Fork, Lehigh, Provo, South Jordan, and Harriman. JCW's. Quality and a lot of it.
911, tell me exactly what happened.
My son and his wife and their 2 children haven't responded.
Susan Powell disappeared on a snowy morning in 2009.
And I said, Josh, where are you? You need to get home.
And her husband will never be held accountable.
Your wife is missing, Josh.
Yeah, but
And you want to think about it for a couple of days?
I'd had this overwhelming feeling that he had done something to her already.
I'm Dave Cawley, host of the podcast Cold.
Then he starts making phone calls to Susan's phone.
Hello, Susan. We are on our way back.
It's the deepest of deep dives into this tragic tale of abuse.
Where was Josh when Susan disappeared?
I don't know. Of one mother's desperate attempt to escape.
This is me, covering all my bases.
Help prevent it from happening again.
Our focus has and continues to be finding Susan.
Listen and learn by following Cold wherever you get your podcasts.
KSL News Time 1254. A Minnesota grandmother challenged the state legislature for her right to happy hour.
Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Anita LeBrun wanted to have a glass of Pinot Grigio at her assisted living facility, much like she did at her family's lake house, but the facility wouldn't let her because it was prohibited from serving alcohol. The 82-year-old worked to pass legislation dubbed the Grandparents' Happy Hour Bill. It allows nursing homes and assisted living facilities in the state to serve alcohol for special events without a liquor license. Anita says that she's very proud of that change. Watching Utah's Money, it's the battle of the GLP-1s. Novo Nordisk, the pharmaceutical company behind Wegovy, is suing Eli Lilly, the company behind Zepbound. The lawsuit alleges Eli Lilly's advertising is misleading. CNBC reports it's also claiming the clinical trials listed in the research are outdated. We are potentially looking at an $8 billion sandwich industry. Jersey Mike's is revealing more about its planned IPO, and it's looking at market capitalization upwards of $7.94 billion. Wall Street Journal says it's planning to sell 13.8 million shares. One of Coca-Cola's brands has been hacked. It's the milk brand Fairlife. Operations have since been put on pause, and investigators are looking into it. And taking a look at your money at this moment, the Dow is up by 360 points, sitting at 52,199. S&P up by 65. The NASDAQ up by more than 1.25%, up by 336 points. Laverne, Minnesota now boasts the world's tallest nutcracker. The Patriot stands at 65 feet. The town has more nutcrackers than people, and Vern has already boosted local tourism since he was completed 3 weeks ago. Laverne's Nutcracker theme began with resident Betty Mann, who donated her collection of over 2,500 nutcrackers to the town's historical society.
For 250 years, America has been built by hardworking people who believe in freedom, family, and community. At Performance Automotive in Bountiful, we're proud to celebrate that legacy during our Freedom to Drive sales event. Join us as we honor our military, first responders, and the families who make Utah strong. Take advantage of special savings, great trade values, and financing opportunities across our inventory. Performance Automotive in Bountiful, 250 years of American pride, and we're just getting started.
Is the volatility of the stock market driving you crazy? Is your retirement account sinking, yet you're getting older and you're starting to worry about, will I have enough for retirement? What about the money in the bank? These banks pay nothing these days. How do we get growth to get to retirement account? It's simple. Move into gold and silver. Want to know how to do it? Listen to my show, Striking Gold, with me, Kenny Michaels.
Now on Saturday at 5 p.m.
4 weeks may sound like a long time, but it really is not. Not when it comes to the amount of change you can have through Soda Diet and Nutrition in just 4 weeks.
4 weeks. And Soda is doing something amazing. I don't think they've ever done this before, Andy.
I can't think of it.
They're giving away 4 weeks for free. So just think about this. By, around the end of summer, you could have drastic change. You'll feel better in your clothes. You'll have more energy. You'll be sleeping better, all because of Soda.
Healthier, more confident, free from chasing an expensive fix because it doesn't involve any drugs. It doesn't involve anything crazy. It's just relearning how to eat and working step by step with a degreed nutritionist who guides you the entire way.
I lost 37 pounds in 3 months. You lost how much?
70 pounds in 5 months.
Get 4 weeks for free. Just call 866-800-SODA and mention KSL.
Or go to SOTA, S-O-T-A, dietandnutrition.com because Soda is, say it with me, Amanda,
state of the art. You trust us for news and information in your car. Now trust us at home. KSL News Radio has you covered, keeping you informed on the latest breaking news, weather, traffic, sports, and more. Listen on your Amazon Echo or Google Home device. Just say, Alexa, open KSL News Radio. Or listen on the KSL News Radio Listen app. Text the word app to 57500. KSL News Radio. We have you covered.
My name is Dale Pazinski. I volunteer with United Way to help the homeless in my community learn computer skills and build a basic resume. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Traffic and weather, it's brought to you by UCCU. Auto loan rates as low as 4.74% APR. McKenna?
In Utah County, a medical incident getting off of southbound I-15 at 8,000 South. They're on the right shoulder as you exit the freeway, so just be careful as you pass them. And a disabled vehicle in Springville also getting off of southbound I-15 at 1400 North. It's on the right shoulder and not affecting traffic. McKenna Rodriguez in the KSL Traffic Center.
Taking a look at the forecast for the Wasatch Front. Today is the hottest of the next few. 99 for a high, 40% chance of showers. That chance of showers increases tomorrow to about a 60% chance, but the high drops down into the low 90s. But then for the weekend, we are back close to 100 degrees. Right now in downtown Salt Lake City, 91 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Stay with us. KSL Brightside up next.